Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. So, this had to be a long video. So, the topic is teachers. So, first of all, guys, sorry for the glasses because I just got them a few months ago, so I'm not used to wearing or drawing them, but now I'm gonna even draw them on all my past memories to get used to making them. So, yeah, guys, the topic is teachers, and today we'll be talking about all the teachers I know, and about each teacher, I'm going to tell what they taught, how they are, and a funny incident about them. So, yeah, guys, shall we begin? I'll change into my school uniform. Yeah, boy. So, guys, about my memories, I don't exactly remember first or second grade teachers. My oldest teacher I remember is honestly from the third grade, which I know is very old, guys, but that's when I had a little bit of memory. So, I used to have this one maths teacher who really valued perfection and all that stuff. But there used to be a really special way in which she tied her hijab, like she used to pin it together and all that stuff. So one day, when she came without it pinned, I didn't even recognize her. I thought that, I wonder why a substitutes teacher is here. Meh, I guess my teacher's probably absent. But then it's like I heard it, the gossip. Everybody was talking about this. Like everyone was like saying, "So, how did you realize this was Miss Maths?" Yeah, guys, let's call her Miss Maths because she used to teach me maths. So, was it her voice? I realized it by her shoes. And I was like, wait, what? This is Miss Maths? Like, I didn't recognize her. So, yeah, guys, continuing. So, then it's like I had this one English teacher who used to be very nice to me after she found out I was good at the subject, really. But before that, the only thing I can say is that she was a little strict, a little bit just. Next, guys, we shall move on to the fourth grade, where my memory actually grew and I got to experience life with more emotion. Even though the emotion was kind of crazy and my thoughts were kind of crazy, I actually remembered things when I came into the fourth grade. That's also when I, you know, got into studying and stuff. If you guys can correctly recall my previous videos, then you'll know. So first things first is my fourth grade class teacher who used to teach me maths. Sorry for the drawing, guys. That's kind of how she looked like. Yeah, I just did that while drawing. Okay. So an incident about her. I know it's small and funny. I don't know why, but that's one incident I remember about her the most vividly. So it's like I had this one missing work and the teacher was really telling me to do the missing work, but I was just labeling the parts of a circle. So when I labeled them all and gave it to her, then she probably thought it was some long equations or something. Because when I gave it, she said, "Wait, this was your missing work?" And I was like, "Yeah," and she checked it in a rather expression. So yeah, then I had this my country's language teacher, guys, and she used to have this one son, like 2 or 3 year old, and he was so crazy and said such cute and funny things. Like for example, one time he said, "Whoever won't complete the work won't get to go home." And everyone, like all the girls, were giggling, and the teacher was like, "What? He's right. So hurry up and complete the work, otherwise I actually won't let you guys go home." So yeah. But one day, unfortunately, she knew I didn't talk much and that I was a little bit shy, kind of. So that's when it's like one day I had to give her my notebook and she said, "Say, take it." And I was like, "Take it." And she said louder and I said it louder until she made me cry. That day was kind of weird. Then, guys, I had this one SST teacher. Yes, guys, in fourth grade I had SST instead of history and geography. So it's like, she used to be pretty nice. She taught me in fourth and the fifth grade. But in the fifth grade, the SST turned into my country's language, which I'm not good at, guys. So she gave me a 4 out of 5 in the notebook, and she gave everyone else a 5 out of 5. But then she said, "You used to be a good student. What happened to you?" And I really wish I could tell her that I'm not good at my country's language. I am good at SST. If SST would be in English, then I would be pretty good at it. That's like one of the things that I really wish to say. But hey, now I'm in a different school and I missed the opportunity to say it. But hey, I know even if I had the chance, I wouldn't actually say it. So yeah, moving forward, if we're talking about fifth grade now, we shall talk about other teachers of fifth grade, which was a little more sensible. So I had this one English teacher who, I don't know why. I guess I didn't talk much. That's why she didn't like me too much, because like I always got full marks in her like subject in all her exams. But then one day I heard her telling the class teacher, "Yeah, your class is really great. Just a few students who need improvement." Then she said the names of all the students who almost fail in English, but then she also included my name among them. Like, what was that? What was that, miss? And also, like, as I told you guys, I always got full marks in her subject, but then I was absent. She had to add an average for my marks because I was a little too sick, and she did -8. So yeah. This is my class teacher, my country's language teacher in fifth grade, who used to be really nice. Sorry for the drawing, guys, and it looks kind of creepy, but I meant to make a friendly face because she used to be really friendly until this one incident when my class had 2 assemblies, luckily, and then she made the one popular group participate in both and left everyone else alone, like without any participation. And I have to say, favoritism. That's clear favoritism. Yeah, I mean, I have to be honest, after that, my liking for the teacher kind of vanished, even though instead of that topic, she was honestly pretty nice. But hey, luckily, one of those assemblies happened, but the other never happened. Hee, miss. So, then I had this maths teacher, and talk about her. Her explanation in maths was so good. Like, I really want her explanation. I miss it. Like, if she'd be explaining me right now, I'm sure I'd get 100 out of 100. That's for one thing. But at the PDM at the end, she told my mother that I don't talk in a very, that kind of way. And you guys rather know my mother. I mean, I guess you guys don't. But she cares a little too much about this stuff. So she was a little rather angry and a little like, "Wait, I thought you said you talked in fifth grade. I thought you said you talked a lot to your teachers." And I said, "No, I never said I talked too much." But, I mean, I did talk with this teacher. I don't know, guys. So I had this one science teacher, guys. Sorry for the drawing again, but one thing I depicted right was her shoes. They were green. I don't know why I remember them, guys. So, an incident about her. One day she was like asking everyone their percentages and then asking them questions about science. For example, she asked one person, "What was your percentage?" She said 82, and she was like, "That? Do you want to get that again? Tell me, what is photosynthesis? Now." See, you don't know it. So then when it came my turn, I just told her the truth because at that time my percentage was 97. But then she just took that 97 personally. Whenever I made the slightest bit of mistake, she said, "But you were a good student, you got 97, why did you make this mistake? But hey, bye." So next is time for the 6th grade and the 7th grade, where most of the teachers who taught me were the same in both 6th and 7th grade. So just like this one English teacher of mine, who I used to look up to really much until lots of incidents happened. Guys, just watch my previous videos, please, for the information and context. So after that, I'm so scared of her. I can't even look at her with a straight face. Like now these days, even if she asks me a simple question like, "So, why don't you have your notebook?" I have to look down, fear, tremble, mutter, "I forgot it," and just then be so embarrassed. Like, it's really embarrassing around her now. Yes, guys, it's really true. So next, then it's like I had this 6th grade my country language teacher, guys. And he used to be pretty cool and funny, but also very like chill. But then there was this one girl who was stupid enough to ask, we were writing an email to the principal, a pretend email to the principal for practice of the country's language to tell him to go to a trip. And she said, "Can we write a trip to go to hell, sir?" And he was like, "Okay, sure." But then later on, this joke was totally forgotten. I guess she forgot it, and she said, "Will you teach us in 7th grade too?" But he didn't forget it. He said, "No, I won't be teaching you in 7th grade. And she asked, "Why?" He said, "Well, you'll be there as an in hell." Yeah, guys, I know the joke's kind of weird, but hey, that's just how he was. But also, he was right. He did not teach me in 7th grade. That 7th grade my country's language teacher was someone else. A teacher I really, really like. She still teaches me, guys. And she's the best like my country's language teacher I've ever had. I mean, like, think about it. I got more marks in my country's language than I got in English, guys, and that's a really big deal because, guys, honestly, I'm good at English and I was not good at my country's language. So yeah, guys, she also knows everyone's name, but she's also very equal. Perfect teacher, guys. So then 7th grade maths teacher. Yeah, guys, she's pretty nice. I mean, first she used to be a little strict, but then people cried because of her being strict, so now she's nice, guys. And yeah, she teaches good. I got a 93 in maths right now, like with her teaching and all that stuff. And my hard work, guys, not only the teacher's teaching. I mean, a 93 is okay, honestly. Yeah, guys, I guess. So, moving forward, I had a different teacher in maths for 6th grade, though. And honestly, guys, she was just a normal standard teacher. Came, taught, went. Her explanation was a little hard to understand, though. But still, it was nice. Then, 6th grade science teacher. She was, like, great. I mean, she used to like my diagrams and all that stuff. And, yeah. I mean, I got a 98 in science once. So I really much felt good. But she also taught me at the first term of the 7th grade, but then she left before the exam, so she couldn't check the exam, which were checked by the new teacher. And just when the new teacher had to, like, check, I got a 95 in science, which is highest, and I never experienced that. So then I had this 6th grade geography teacher who was pretty nice and all that stuff. She used to be the youngest teacher in the whole school before my maths teacher came around, 7th grade maths teacher. So, like, yeah, guys. So one incident about her that was kind of embarrassing was, like, as you guys know, I don't talk much at school, but then when you don't talk to others, you just get this habit of talking to yourself. So, there was an exam. One question I didn't know much. I was muttering, no. And she said, what is it? And I was so scared. I just shook my head and muttered, nothing. And it was really embarrassing, guys. I mean, I didn't know how to describe it. Like, it was so embarrassing that I still feel embarrassed about it these days. So yeah, 7th grade Geo teacher, just normal, perfect, ideal teacher. Comes, teaches, goes. As you guys know, just normal, pretty much. So yeah, guys, I really hoped you liked this video. It was a long one, honestly. So yeah, guys, bye. I'm writing it in different fonts. As you guys see, there's print, cursive, signature, and cute. Guys, personally though, I prefer the cute handwriting style. That's usually how my writing is with gel pen. But guys, here my handwriting might not be too good, and sorry for the hand, guys. So yeah, though, guys, I mean, like, actually for now, like and subscribe, because I'm gonna actually say bye and leave. But also, guys, I really do want you to like and subscribe because now I need likers and subscribers, because my channel's not famous.